Hello viewers, this is Wolf here with some more Monster Hunter collectible content, and today we're going to be taking a look at a plushie pack that just recently got released by Capcom. This is of course the third one of the pack that I've covered so far, so this is going to be the last plushie for now. So just taking a look at this is of course Stygian Zinogre, and this is the plushie that I wanted the most out of this pack. I'm a big Zinogre fan, but when I saw this, I thought this plushie looked really good. And honestly, seeing it in person just looks so much better. So just taking a close look at it, there's just so much detail on this. Again, just like with the Gold Rathian and Silver Rathalos, the fabric they're using on this is very shiny. You can just see that nice bright sheen coming off of the body here, off of Stygian here, which is really nice. Even on the nose, you have that nice shine there on the nose as well too. Taking a look at the eye, I love the various colors that you have here. So you have like this red lining on the outside part here, as well as how it kind of bleeds onto the top part of the head there. And of course we have the rest of the colors. We have the yellow eye and everything else looking really good. The way that they detailed the horns is really nice. I like how you still have that little zigzag pattern just on the horns here, which is looking really good. Of course, the horns are shiny just like the rest of the body here, looking really good. Of course, we have the little floppy ear here, looking really nice. And then I like how you can kind of see the separation of the jaw here between the two different colors. You know, we have this gray here, and then we have like this kind of it kind of almost looks like I think this is supposed to be like a gray, but it definitely looks like there's a very slight greenish tinge to it, I feel. But yeah, interesting kind of contrast between those colors. Then we have these little spikes here for his little chin spike. Interesting little tiny spikes there. We have some tiny little spikes around the side of the head here, just on the cheeks, I suppose. Just below the ear. And then some spikes on the feet as well too, on both sides, and then of course the back spikes here. So, oh, okay, I never noticed this before, but yeah, we have some like a red little pattern here, just a little red thing here, just hidden underneath these spikes. Honestly, if these were down, you wouldn't even really notice it. But this is actually the reason why I was looking forward to the Stygian Zinogre the most, is because of this. All of this fur on the back. I was not expecting them to really do this, but this just looks cool because honestly, like visually, this just completely, it looks like it just completely offsets the rest of the material on here, because like you have this this shiny material here that they use for the majority of the body. And you know, for Gold Rathian and Silver Rathalos, you kind of just see that as as pretty much for the whole figure. I mean, for the whole plushie. And then like the only other thing you'd see is like the little spikes, but that's really it. But with this, when you just have this extra material here on the body, this is just really nice. And this is a very soft piece of fur going down the back. And then of course we have it on the back of the spikes here on the legs, which is really nice. This little fur material just under there, which is really cool. And I feel that this just adds an extra layer to the visuals here on Stygian Zinogre. This looks really nice with this fur. Like, I think if they didn't have this, I don't really know how I would feel about this too much, but this honestly does this does the plushie justice for me. And then of course we have like these little spikes here. I almost didn't notice this. They're kind of covered up by the fur, but we have these little spikes kind of coming down from the back of the horns down here, which is really interesting. And then of course they showed off those spikes there, and then the spikes kind of lining like the outsides of the tail here. Just right here. Sorry about the camera not focusing, but yeah, just right here you can see the little spikes on the end of the tail, which is really interesting. And then of course on the underbody, just the same shiny material here. And of course again with the Stygian Zinogre's little icon on the tag here. So yeah, honestly, I think so far this is my favorite out of this pack. So I'll get my other two real quick. Alright, so yeah, I just have all three of these plushies here, and yeah, these are looking great. Honestly, I'm really happy to collect some of these plushies, and there's definitely going to be a lot more. I've started collecting pre-ordering some of the newer ones that they've been releasing, and they've also re-released a couple of the ones that they released a long time ago. But yeah, like, these are looking really nice, and again, just kind of comparing Stygian Zinogre to the other two here, you just see how like, really the only thing that really stands out, or not necessarily stands out, but is kind of offsets the material on these, is mainly the wings for Rathalos and Rathian. So I guess for Stygian Zinogre, they have the fur as this one's defining feature, I suppose. So this is kind of nice. So I'm really liking this. So I think if I were just going to my final thoughts, I think that this whole plushie collection, all three of these, are very nice. I really like how the art style of this, the cartoony style of this, especially Zinogre, like with this big head, tiny body. Same thing with like the Rathian and Rathalos. You know, we have that, you know, the very big head. You know, the head's like bigger than his entire body. I think that's pretty cool. And then yeah, just the way that they've captured the shininess of this, and you know, like the fur on the back is just really nice. Yeah, it's a very nice plushie pack here, and I think that if you guys are interested in this plushie pack, if you saw it before, I think if you guys have the opportunity to maybe pick it up, if you guys are into plushies, I definitely say do it. Like, they're not very expensive, and you know, they look good and they go well with other Monster Hunter things. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this review. I think, yeah, out of all three of these, I'm pretty sure that, well, I know that Stygian Zinogre is my favorite out of the two. Not just out of the fact that I just like Stygian Zinogre over Rathalos and Rathian, but I just love this material at the back here. That's just really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. So I hope you guys found it informative. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's definitely going to be a lot more Monster Hunter content coming in the future, as well as more plushies and stuff to come, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. But until then, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys have a good night or good day depending on where you are, and I will see you all later.